Hi YouTube, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to shrink or to delete or partition a volume or your disk on your Windows operating system, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1 or Windows 10. It's almost about the same process. Um, Now there are different ways to get into the disk partitioning interface. Now I'm going to show you different ways to do this. I mean, the fastest way you can do this when you click on this Windows logo, and you can see these search program and files here. Just click on it and type create and format, and this is going to bring you to this point. This is just the easiest and the fastest way to do this. Just hit on enter, and it's going to bring you to the disk management interface, and you can see my C drive, and I can proceed from here to do my partitioning. It's either I can right click on this space, space to shrink volume, or I can do it on this one, clicking on C and click on shrink volume. Now I'm going to close this, show you some other way to do this in case you're trying to type create and format hard disk partitions and it's not coming up. Another way for you to do this is to use your control panel. Well, you can easily see your control panel here, and from here you can click on system and security, and from here you see administrative tools, and underneath the submenu you will see create and format disk partition. This is going to open the disk management interface for you again. Another way to do this is to click on the start menu here, the Windows logo, and type computer management and hit on enter because it's already highlighted here. Or just click on this and it's gonna bring you to the computer management screen, and there are a few options here. Just look for the disk management and it's gonna open the interface for you again. Now these are different ways that you can easily get into the disk management interface. Now this is a computer I just bought, and it's not yet partitioned, so I'm gonna do this for the first time. So here's what I'm gonna do. Right click on this and click on the shrink volume, and you just wait for a couple of seconds for the system to query the shrink space. Oh, it seems to be taking longer than usual on this my system. Let's see what's going on. It's taking a bit of time to respond. And this seems to be taking longer than usual. I'm just gonna fast forward this part because it's just the same thing. This is the same thing you're gonna see when you're trying this on your computer, and this is compatible with Windows 7 as I mentioned, Windows 8, Windows 8.1 or Windows 10. Now it's completed it. Shrink C. Now this is the maximum space that I've got, and size of available shrink space in megabytes. This is the total, and I've got to decide how much space I want to have in the partition that I want to create. So I just want it to be 90,000 because I'll need more space. I'll just make it 80,000 megabytes, which should be, just make it 7. Should be enough for what I want to use it for. Alright, so Once you've inserted the space that you want for your partition for the new volume you're trying to create, just hit on shrink. It's quite easy and straightforward, and you don't need any expert or you go to any computer repair shop to help you in doing all of these minor things that you can easily do for yourself. The reason why it's quite good for you to have a partition on your computer, more so if you only have C drive where you have your operating system and your pictures, your videos, and all the files, Microsoft Office, and everything on the C drive. This it slow down your operating system, and more so, let's say you're being hit by a virus. What is going to happen is you have to reformat your computer anyway, and you are going to lose all your data. Now, when you have your computer partition, you can always save your pictures, your videos, or your personal data into the other drive, which is like D. I'm going to name this the new one D. Now, the partition has been created, so I've got 68 GB here. So what I'm gonna do is to format it, because the unallocated space you cannot use it for anything because it's not yet formatted. So on the space that I've created, I'll just right click on it again, and you click on new simple volume. That's the only option you've got here, and then hit on next, and then next, and then you can assign the following drive later, the one you prefer. I would prefer to use I would have preferred to use D, but one of my external my pen drive is actually taking that particular volume, so I'm just going to use F, which should be okay. And then next, the new volume name, just call it math fame. Math fame. Hit on next, and then finish. And that's about it. The disk is been is formatting right now, and it's created matfame F. So this complete the entire process for disk partitioning on Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10. As I was saying earlier on, the reason why this is very important, it helps you to save your personal data, and also to reduce pressure on your C drive, because if you have every file saved on that, your computer would tend to open all these applications at the same time also when you are trying to boot your computer, and because you have several files and folders that are kind of active, and it tends to open all these applications at the same time, it's just going to slow down things, and you keep on wondering, why is my computer very slow? Now, this is the reason, because your computer is not, your disk is not partitioned. But when you have a partition and you free your C drive of all the unnecessary files, and you save them in your other partition disk, this protect your file in case any virus hits your C drive. Your The other disk that you have created, all your files there will be saved. So whenever you're reformatting, or you want to reformat your computer, you only be reformatting the C drive and not the F drive or the D drive or the G drive that you have. Okay, this complete this video tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel, and also sign up on mathfame.com. It's a social network place where you've got everything integrated. You can socialize, you can sell, you can shop, you can advertise your product on mathfame. Thank you.